Hey everyone, welcome back to another 31-minute podcast.
Hello, everyone.
Hey Broccoli.
I'm good. Yourself? Oh, you didn't even ask me that.
No. You alright?
I'm just built for this.
You were. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for now.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. This is just a topic I'm going to randomly cover because I just feel it's important right now, and that's the energy shift.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell you the amount of people that have contacted us about, today, situation, things, how they're feeling, all of this. So I want people to feel their way through this one. Not so much you can think about it, but more feel it. So disappointment happens in life all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like things happen that are gonna be gut wrenching, that are gonna literally smack you in the face. You're just gonna feel like, sometimes it's hard to get up after those. But usually what happens is when you do absorb it and move forward, sometimes you can go better. Like sometimes you can actually go better because it sort of recalibrates what you want. It makes you sharper. I reckon I've had some of the biggest wins from after the biggest disappointments. But there's definitely a way to do it. Like there's definitely like something that it's like once you start to feel it rather than think it, your life will change.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So when things are difficult, it's almost like trying to operate on your feel rather than what you see.
Mm-hmm.
And when you feel your way through something, you can almost, that game Hotter and Colder?
Yeah.
Hotter, colder, hotter, colder, hotter.
Yeah.
I played it with a couple of the kids the other night, and they hid Easter eggs, or they weren't Easter eggs, they're little pretend eggs.
Yeah.
They hid them, but you go near them, they go hotter and colder. They basically direct you to them anyway.
Yeah.
Our feelings are like that. So our feelings are like, you can feel when you're really off track. So if you've had an argument with someone, we've had a few arguments. So if you've had an argument with someone, how do you feel after it?
Not very good.
What is it? You need to talk louder too, by the way, because we've had a few people say you don't talk loud enough. But how do you feel after it? Describe it to me.
You feel, I think you just feel like kind of disappointed in yourself. You feel disappointed.
So let's work on those words. Disappointed.
Angry.
Yeah, you don't achieve anything, do you? You actually go backwards.
Yeah.
Every single argument that I've ever had, you actually feel worse after.
You do.
Every time.
100%.
And it lingers.
Yeah. Because before you have the argument, you think, I'm going to go in there and say all these things, what I need to say. You say them. Especially with me and my girlfriend when we argue. That's me.
Yeah, that's right.
But then once you say them, you're like, it's crap. There's crap feeling afterwards. You don't need
It
to
is.
say anything. It doesn't get you anywhere.
Now, let's say 2 days goes by, no, you haven't talked to either of you.
Yeah.
Or you haven't talked to the person you had a fight with. And then you go to them, you say, hey, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And it's a bit weird at first. They might not be forgiving initially, but when you get talking about it, you usually find a place of ease and you feel better.
Yeah, and it's like a massive relief off your shoulders.
Yeah, that's right.
Off your shoulders.
That's right. And when you leave them, how do you feel?
Yeah, like this weight off your shoulders of what you've been building up over the past 4 days.
Yeah.
I feel lighter. Sorry. Yeah.
So it's an energy thing. It's not necessarily like you can't think your way through it.
No, not
You
really.
feel your way through it and you feel the connection again.
Yeah.
So energy opens up a new vibration. So we all say, we want to do well at this. But I think to myself, how do I feel my way there? So I want to feel my way to a new vibration because new vibrations have different things in them. And, I used to sit in church, so I was a Mormon.
Yeah.
And practiced Mormonism for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I used to sit there and read the Bible or read the Book of Mormon, and they used to say, you do this, you'll get blessed. You do this, you'll get blessed. And I used to think, surely God doesn't sit there all day pointing at people saying, here's your blessing. Good.
Surely not.
You know, you didn't drink today, so here's your blessing. Here's your blessing. What I actually feel, and look, I'm not a theologian, but I've lived it and have experienced it. You actually feel a level of achievement.
Yeah.
So you feel a level of, and it doesn't matter whether it's Mormon, Jewish, self-help, any of those things. Once you get a level of self-achievement inside, you change your vibration.
So is that like, for instance, if someone's trying to give up alcohol?
Yeah. If they went 35 days sober, how do they feel?
Yeah, that's the thing. And there's no like, and if they drink alcohol, there's not a policeman that comes to their door and handcuffs them for doing the wrong thing.
That's right.
If they don't drink alcohol, there's not a parade around the city saying you didn't drink alcohol today.
So when you don't drink for 35 days and you've been drinking for 20 years, your internal self is confident, happy, excited, achievement, feeling good. So life goes better. You look at drug addicts. I don't know one drug addict that thrives because they're usually in a state of up and then down and then down and then down, and their life matches that. So it's an energy game. It's an energy thing. And I want people to really tune into this because at the moment, what would you call the energy field outside?
Quite depressing.
Slower?
Slow, way slower.
Yeah, slower. But does it need to be?
No.
No, it is when you hang around those people. Like it is when people are saying, stay inside, don't do this, don't do that, you can't go to the gym. You could focus on all that stuff. My mind goes to, what can I achieve? Like, what can I achieve right now? Because I want my energy to keep moving up the scale. Doesn't mean it always does, but most of the time moving up the scale. So I want to sleep better, I want to eat better, I want to train better, I want to work better, I want to, like right now, I'm in there grinding out appointments, calls, literally looking for the people that want to sell their house and stuff like that. So my work is increasing, not decreasing, because the energy that I'm bringing is that excited, what's available opportunity energy. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, similar to what you were just saying then about grinding and stuff like that with the people being on the grind, what is your, like, I feel like if there was like a verse signal in between this, so your process, like saying focus on the process and then having good energy, is it possible, because some days you can't really do both, you know how some days you wake up and just go through the motions? What is your advice to someone whose energy is really low at the moment, but so then they're like, oh, maybe I don't do as much work today because people tell me if my energy's not good enough, I won't do good work. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, you are where you are. So you are where you are. If your energy's not great, and this morning I didn't want to do legs, but I went and did them. Bryce
that's what I mean.
texted me at 5 a.m, and I was like, ugh. But then by the time I got there, I was like, okay, I'm here. How good can I do?
Yeah. So that's what your advice is, like once you get there, say to yourself, how good can I make this thing right now that I'm doing?
Yeah, but you've got to, and this is one of the things I had to talk about. It's like you can't just change your energy like that.
No, yeah.
You slowly, so what you need to do is find a place of ease. So let's say something not great's happened and you're really in that state of wobbly, not fantastic. You've got to actually let it ease. So it's like a river flowing. You're sending that out, and it's like it doesn't change in 1 second. So the way to ease it is just maybe do nothing for a bit. Like just let it slow. You can feel it when it slows, and you calm down, and it's like, you know, funny enough, when you have an argument with someone and you just don't do anything about it, you let it calm down, whatever, and you don't talk to them, sometimes you forget what you even argued about.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't even actually remember what you were annoyed about, but you're still not talking to them.
Yeah.
It's funny because the energy of the moment has gone, and you can't, everything attached to that thing is disappeared. So that is exactly what I'm saying. It's the energy zone that you're in. If you don't like it, you need to change it, but you need to change it in a way that feels like it's almost like a natural progression. So as we sit here today, and this is why I'm doing this. So there's been a few things for me over the last week that have been a little bit rattling. Okay, so it's like, oh, like bang, bang, bang. That's fine. So now, you know, I've absorbed those, and now I'm like, okay, what can I do? How good can I make this? How good can I get this thing to go? Irrespective of the climate, irrespective of the people, what do I need to do? And first, I've got to look inside to move my energy to a space where things are going to match that. And today it's already happening. So I've got a lot of good things going on, but you need to build it. It's not like a today thing, like, oh yeah, great, I've solved it.
Yeah.
If I can hold that upward energy momentum, and I mean getting better, not letting things bother you that were there before, move and move and move, in literally a week or two, I'll be pumping. And I mean pumping. But I've got to hold it. I've got to hold it like a laser beam, like a remote control with a laser going to the thing. I've got to hold the volume up and keep it going. As soon as I start to slip back into, oh, this happened and that happened, and la, 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 I will start to match that again. So that's what I mean. It is so important. You have to first understand where your energy's at, adjust it, then take action. Once you take action on an upward energy spin, an upward energy vibe, your action will match that. But when you try and work your way out of something, but you're really filthy or disappointed, or something's just really affected you, don't take action then. Don't take it, because it's not going to work. It's not going to be effective. You want to make sure that your energy is calibrated first and you're feeling good the best you can. And it might take 2 days to do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, obviously there's no like specific 3 days schedule.
No.
Like, what do you think is a sign that you've kind of got over things for yourself?
When you wake up, when you bounce out of bed again.
Yeah.
I think that's a good indication. When you wake up and you're just really like struggling to get out of bed, and it's like you just don't have that boom, your energy isn't calibrated right. Doesn't mean you can't function, doesn't mean you can't fake it, doesn't mean all that sort of stuff, but you've got to like look at why that is. Is it your thoughts are stuck somewhere? Is it your focus is like on stuff that really you can't control and it's not making you feel good? Is it you're not getting enough sleep? Is it you're not eating well enough? Is it not you take care of yourself? What is it? And just look at a hangover. I've spoken about it many times before. You go and give yourself a hangover and then try and operate the next day. Well, you can't. You cannot do it because your energy is being controlled by you going, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have had that many drinks. I knew I, blah, blah, blah. Like that self-talk.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that, Broccoli?
Yeah, when I was away on holidays, I drank a lot on Christmas Day. I had to get on a plane the next day.
Yeah, that's right.
That was like the most depressing time of my life.
Yeah. So if you got on a plane on Christmas Day and you were totally free and feeling great, and you didn't drink, how good would it be?
Yeah, Bill, watch a movie.
Exciting, sit back. But when you're doing it and you got a hangover, it's an energy hangover. It's the same thing. So when you go spend time in stuff that's not going to make you feel great, you're going to get an energy hangover. And the funny thing is, sometimes people stay there.
Yeah.
They wonder why their results aren't great. Everyone goes through stages where the results aren't phenomenal. Yeah. Everyone. But it's what are you going to do about it from this point onwards, and what's going to change it? What's going to change it is understanding where your energy needs to be so the things can match that. There is a vibrational world going on around us, and we're a part of it. And if you don't believe me, you go and scream at someone and tell them how much you hate them, and then go to an appointment and tell me if you perform. Alternatively, you go cuddle your kids or your partner or your dog or something like that and go spend half an hour with them and think about how amazing the world actually is and how thankful you are to be here. Then go to the appointment. I bet you'll nail it. Yeah. Guarantee it. So why I want to do this, you might be feeling a bit weird at the moment. Look inside, get control of your energy and see where it is. And I'll guarantee you, if it's not at optimum or best or moving forward or moving up, you're missing out.
Do you think having optimal energy is more important than making like a certain amount?
It's more important than anything. It's more important than anything. You can make all the plans in the world, whatever. You don't have optimal energy. And look, I've been on here. I've been through 2 divorces. I've been through a whole lot of stuff in my life. I've been through all this. I'm speaking from experience. Yeah. Like I've managed it through real up and down times and whatever. And I know every single time when my life is good and it's steady and I feel great, and it doesn't mean it needs to be perfect, but when I'm in a space that I believe in my value and how good I am and what I can do and my potential, and I'm interested in my potential, every single time I kill it. Every time. Yeah. Only times when I don't is when I'm performing under optimal energy.
Yeah. You know, I was about to bring up something. It's kind of weird how, like, you know, in like that month or maybe like early December, late December, like the holiday period, when you look back on your life, you never really look back and go, "Oh, I had such a crap time then." It's you just never,
No.
and it's weird because you can't have like a feeling crap in the holiday period, and it's like, but then it gets to probably like around middle of the year when you're working and stuff like that, and you're just like, you look back and you go, "Oh, that's when I've had my crap times," but it gets the holiday period and you don't have crap times. It's so weird how it's like that. Like, I've never had a crap time in a holiday period.
No one has.
It's so exactly. So why can't that be like constant?
Yeah.
Like happen to that.
Because you're excited.
Yeah.
Because you're excited, because you're relaxed, because ease is the center point. So wherever you're at, you got to get some ease around it.
Yeah.
If you're pumping, that's great. Just keep pumping. But if you're not, you have to feel actual like a sense of relief. Once you get a sense of relief and ease, then you start building on it from there. And it's as easy as I'm really excited about tomorrow. I'm really excited about what's possible. I'm keen to get into it. I love where I'm at. I'm glad I've got a job. Love where I work. Like it's just as easy as that. And I mean by controlling your feelings inside by, hey, you're already ahead of most of the world at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we just got to get it like really ahead and you'll be pumping.
Mm.
So your future does really rest on how good you feel inside and who you want to become. And the key to becoming what you want is actually understanding where your emotions are at, where your energy is at, and unlocking the next level and the next level and the next level of vibration. It's literally like a staircase. And once you get vibrating at a really high frequency, you literally become unstoppable.
There you go.
Thanks for tuning.
Thanks for tuning in.